Yo, and welcome back to Semen Retention. I'm going to be talking about semen retention today, and I've got a couple of topics to get into. We're going to talk about auras. What is an aura? Well, when you're on semen retention, you can't help but have a bit of an aura about you. And the other thing is, the sex factor is the X factor. Now, let's get into this, okay? I've been having some good chats, and it's come to my knowledge that this aura, this electromagnetic kind of frequency body that we have that whips around our physical being is what we call the aura. It is magnetic, so it has the ability to pull things towards you, like attention, energy, fortune, even negative energy, and all that kind of stuff as well. Now, it also has the ability to deflect and protect and inspect. Shout out to our everyday lives. He's the guy that's like, I am here, I am the great I am. I am the great I am. He's one of those YouTubers. He's a great YouTuber, and he always has a glass of water. So I thought I'd shout out to him and do a big gulp like this. I always like it when he does a gulp like this, and the microphone's really close to his throat, so you can hear that big gulp. Anyway, so the aura is like charisma. It's energy. It's wit, it's quick, it's powerful, it's stylish, it's got swagger. It's the thing that when you cultivate semen, you eventually have a natural aura about you. Even if you're not even so much of an extroverted kind of person, you will have an energy that people can't resist. I mean, we can't lie to ourselves. There's some introverted people out there, even famous introverts, that have this kind of quiet swagger about them, a very soft-spoken kind of thing, and you can't help but want to dig deeper into their lives, into knowing who they are, because, you know, they're very soft-spoken, and you can't help but think, who is this person? So auras aren't just things that relate to extroverted people. I also think that the whole introverted, extroverted kind of thing is hocus pocus, because I personally fluctuate between the two states of extroversion and introversion, and I'm not going to be an idiot and say I'm an ambivert, because I think, like everything in this life, it's just a cyclical nature, and you decide to go up or down. You know, it's just that simple, okay? End of the video, thanks for watching, blah, blah, blah. Nah. But auras, yeah, they are something everyone can possess. Everyone has one. Naturally, babies have very strong auras as soon as they come out, because it's almost our duty as human beings to protect them. And you can't help but see a baby, and its aura is just so pure and exciting, and kind of just like, wow, amazing, it's a little tiny human being, and it's like, you just can't help but like have this nurturing kind of aura projecting towards it, because it's got this needing protection kind of aura projecting out of it. You know, your aura is going to attract people. That's why I think things like dating apps and all this online kind of stuff these days is just BS. Especially for men on semen retention, because like, let's just say that you could be talking to some girl on one of these dating apps, and you meet them in person, and then you're just like, this girl has got no swagger, yet I've got like 100 times swagger, you know, because A, I'm retaining, and B, like, you know, this girl's like got nothing. There's no personality there at all. So men and women that don't have the X factor or the aura, charisma, they usually reliant on things like messaging and sending memes and sending funny references that, basically what they are is that they're regurgitators. They're like, they consume something and then regurgitate it to someone else because they thought it was funny. They know everyone else thinks it's funny. So they're like, funny. Okay, I'll grab the funny, and then I go talk to girl over there, and I grab the funny, and I give her the funny as well. Oh, that's funny, isn't it? And then the girl's like, oh, you give me the funny. Oh, yeah, thank you for funny. Now I post the funny on my TikTok. It's like none of these people come up with anything. They're all mindless NPC fat pigs. So, yeah, what can I say? X Factor, Sex Factor, new topic, okay? I'm going to take another gulp. Thank you for tuning in to our everyday lives. And, it's a great time to be alive. I am the chosen one. We are the chosen one. Type 111 if you're the chosen one, okay? Put them in the comments. Gulp. Yo, man. I don't want you playing with them stinky nuts, man. I don't want you to go play with them stinky nuts, bro. I'm talking about the gift of semen retention. I'm sitting back here feeling like a stack of $1 million, bro. I know a few of my subscribers have subscribed to the Shaved Lion King. That guy's got the X Factor. Let's talk about the X Factor. The Sex Factor. So on TV there was a show called The X Factor, and it was like a talent show for singing and acting and all that kind of stuff, dancing. And people talk about the X Factor being this kind of thing that separates someone that's good at something versus someone that's excellent at something. I think I just had a little download then. I just got an instant download right here on the camera. Think about the word excellent. What happens if you put an S in front of it? Sexcellent. Exceptional. Interesting words. Exceptional. That's hard to say. But here's where I'm getting to the X Factor. People say SEX stands for sexual energy exchange. So if you think about it, we're exchanging our energies in intercourse. And I used to, when I had a girlfriend, like when I'd be in a long-term relationship with a girlfriend, I've had 3 girlfriends, one 9 months, one for like 4 years, and a kind of situationship girlfriend who wasn't officially a girlfriend for about 2 years, on and off. Those times I was, I was just basically giving myself up and being a Kuma. So what happens is that Kumas, they exchange their energy, and essentially what happens is they just don't have that, they don't have that virility, they don't have that aura, they have this kind of poisonous aura about them. It's like seeping. Their energy is leaky, their energy is corrupt, it's dark, it's heavy, it's perverted. There's this kind of thing about them that just feels like, yeah, nah, I don't want to talk to you. I don't care if you got millions of dollars in the bank. You're a weirdo, dude. So when it comes to the X Factor, like, you've got this built up energy on semen retention. So it's like, it's built up and it overflows naturally. So sometimes you might get a bit excited, and then you look at your underpants at the end of the night, and there's like a little bit of like fluid stuff, pre-cum, I don't know what it is, discharge. It's definitely not semen. Like, it's not like, you don't look at your underpants and there's like a whole tub of mayonnaise in there. You know, like, you don't open it up and there's like a whole sachet of icing, you know, being poured into your thing, you know. So when you get that kind of stuff, you can't help but think, okay, my like kind of overflowing, overspilling state of retention has to come out on a physical level, but it also has to come out on an energetical kind of metaphysical, spiritual level as well. So what you can do, a lot of guys, you know, they go physical. To be honest, I've been kind of neglecting physical lately because I've been working on my album. A lot of you already know that. So I've just been really focusing on putting all my creative energy into the album. So a lot of intellectual and spiritual kind of things, and physical on the sense that I'm doing a lot of disciplinary work, trying to practice the guitar, keeping my technique sharp, learning new techniques, doing scales, all that kind of stuff that's necessary for me to playing good parts for when I record the album. So essentially what's been going on is you find that this overspilling energy has to spill out. And say I'm doing like a guitar take or something like that, and say I'm just like feeling the testosterone rising in me, which happens all the time, guys. It's such a great feeling, especially if you're a musician and you're on semen retention and you get that kind of spike in testosterone in the middle of performance. And here's where the sex factor comes in. And it's the X factor, it's the star power, it's the Guitar Hero where you activate the star power and your notes turn like into little blue stars, and then you like kind of do the solo and you get 100 times bonus points or whatever it is. So what happens is that star power activates, that X factor activates, and you just like, whoa! And then you're just like kind of like, you're grabbing your guitar like you're grabbing it like when you're a Kuma. And you're just there and you're like, whoa, oh yeah, let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's freaking go, bro. Yeah. But it's not degenerate kind of stuff. It's like you want to break your guitar's neck whilst you're ripping this solo and dancing on a crocodile, and you're just like, yeah, that's right, listen to that. Yeah, cop that, mate, cop that. You know, it's like you can't help but have a bit of an edgy kind of part to you that you're just like, let's go. And it's like, it's that kind of, that testosterone build up inside you where you just like want to break someone's neck, bruh. I'm telling you, I'm going to break your neck, bruh. But it's not a human being I want to break the neck, it's the guitar. I just want to finish a guitar take, rip a solo, and just like be crying in absolute joy and just like, you know, smash a guitar on the ground and just be like, I did it. If that happens, I can officially retire from music for good. I'd be done. I'd be completely satisfied. So that's the X factor. Now you can do this in conversations. You can just have this kind of like, yeah, you can just go on these kind of little tangents and just work people up. You know, you arouse them. You arouse yourself. You arouse everyone around you, and not just in a sexual way. I mean, like, you arouse them in like an energetic way. You ruffle them up. You know, it's like you watch the sport players kind of like get around them and they're like, come on, boys, let's freaking go, boys, come on. Like, that's that kind of energy and it's spilling out and you're just all like, yeah. But, you know, and then you got the Kuma and the Kuma's there and it's just like, oh, actually, I think that's a bit of like toxic masculinity, bro. Hang on, bro. I'm going to go on Reddit and type in, hey, does anyone think that those like sports stars and and musicians act with a lot of toxic masculinity, the way that they like act around in the confines of society, bro. It's like, yeah, that's like what I think, bro, because I'm a Reddit mod. I go on Reddit all day. And yeah, like I'm pretty cool. I've got an office job at the local council. I oversee all the projects that goes on, like installing new bus stops, and I get paid about 150K to sit on my ass and yeah, oversee really important projects. And that's what I do. Yeah, 'cause I'm a parasite. I'm a parasite coomer. I'm a parasite coomer, consumer, and a loser. But it doesn't matter, bro, because I earn $150,000. And the other day I just bought myself a blue tick on Instagram so everyone knows that I'm an important person, because at the end of the day I work for the local council and I am important. I go to bed looking in the mirror every time before I go to sleep. And I look in the mirror and I say to myself, you are important. Okay, that's enough. No, I can't do it. Imagine me one of those guys that is so lacking in virility and substance that they have to stand in the mirror naked every night. They stand in the mirror naked, up straight, but staring at themselves at 11:47 p.m. in the mirror in pitch black room, because with the faint light of the street light piercing through the window, casting a soft fluorescent shadow on half of their face, and they look in the mirror and they're just like, I am important. I am important. I am important. I'm very important. I am very important. That's what they do. Anyway, that's Stephen Retention, guys. I hope you have a great day or a great night, and I'll talk to you all soon. Keep that X factor up. All right, see you, boys.